Hello, Virgo. Um, so listen to me very carefully right now. This is not a casual reading. This is not background noise. The energy that brought you here is intense, focused, almost magnetic. Something is moving toward you with intention. Someone has reached a point of no return, and you can feel it in your body even before your mind catches up. Your intuition didn't bring you here by accident. Before we go deeper, take a breath. If this message already resonates, if your heart feels slightly heavy but calm at the same time, support the Virgo channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Think of it as anchoring this message into reality, aligning your energy with what's unfolding. Okay, so let's begin. The first card reveals itself slowly, almost cautiously. It's the Two of Pentacles. You see the figure trying to balance, moving back and forth, never fully settled. This tells me that for a long time, this person was juggling emotions, responsibilities, fears. They went back and forth about you. One moment they wanted to commit, the next they convinced themselves to wait. Virgo, this wasn't because they didn't care, it was because caring scared them more than losing you. And yet, balance cannot be maintained forever. Eventually, something tips. And that's exactly what happens when the tower appears. Dark sky, lightning, a structure cracking open. This is not destruction for no reason. This is truth breaking through denial. Something happened recently. A realization, a conversation, a moment of silence that screamed louder than words. They saw clearly what life looks like without you, and it shook them. The tower tells me they can't unsee this anymore. Whatever walls they built to protect themselves from feeling too much about you, they collapsed. Take a breath, because the emotional tone deepens here. The devil comes out next, and the energy immediately intensifies. Heavy shadows, intense gaze, chains that look binding but aren't locked. Virgo, this person is attached to you in a way they don't fully understand. They tried to label it as desire, as curiosity, as nostalgia. But it's deeper than that. You trigger something raw in them, something unhealed, something that refuses to be ignored. They think about you when they shouldn't. They feel pulled when they try to move on. And the more they resist, the stronger it becomes. So, what do they do with that feeling? The moon slides forward. Soft blues, hidden paths, uncertainty. This explains the silence, the distance, the mixed signals. They didn't know how to approach you without exposing themselves. They feared saying too much, and also feared saying nothing at all. Virgo, there were nights where they wanted to reach out, where your name sat on their chest, heavy, unsent, but fear whispered louder than courage, until now. Because right after that judgment appears, figures rising, a call echoing through the air. This is awakening energy. This is someone realizing that time is not infinite, that opportunities don't wait forever. Judgment tells me they've reached clarity. They've reviewed the past, replayed moments with you, recognized their own mistakes. And instead of drowning in regret, they're choosing action. This is the moment where someone decides to stop running from what their soul has been asking for all along. Okay, here comes the shift. The Knight of Wands bursts into the reading with fire, motion, urgency. This is not passive energy. This is pursuit. Virgo, they are no longer content watching from a distance. The Knight of Wands doesn't overthink once the heart is engaged. They move. They take risks. They chase what feels alive. And right now, you feel alive to them in a way no one else does. This is why it feels intense. This is why it feels sudden. They've made up their mind. But don't misunderstand this energy, because the next card softens it. The King of Cups rises from deep waters, calm, composed, emotionally aware. This tells me their pursuit isn't reckless anymore. It's intentional. They don't want chaos. They don't want drama. They want emotional safety with you. Virgo, they see your maturity, your calm strength, how you no longer beg for clarity or chase validation. That shift changed everything. It made you irresistible. It made them realize that if they want you, they have to show up differently. You see, you outgrew the version of them that wasn't ready, and now they're trying to catch up. The lovers appear next, glowing softly, two souls facing each other, exposed, choosing freely. This is choice energy, not obligation, not fear, choice. Virgo, they aren't chasing you because they're lonely. They're chasing you because they see alignment, potential, a future that feels real. This card tells me they've compared you to others, and no one comes close. What they feel with you isn't replaceable. Take another breath. Now, the Eight of Cups appears reversed, a figure who tried to walk away but stopped. This is powerful. This tells me they attempted to leave emotionally, to move on, to detach, but something always pulled them back. Something unfinished, something unresolved. Virgo, the bond wasn't broken, it was paused. And now, the pause is ending. And finally, the wheel of fortune turns. Movement, fate, timing, things shifting behind the scenes. This is destiny energy. This tells me that what's approaching isn't forced, it's aligned. Conversations will happen when they're meant to. Truths will surface naturally. And Virgo, you are no longer waiting. You're centered, grounded, you know your worth. And that's why the chase has begun. So don't rush. Don't second guess what you feel. Let them come to you because the story is still unfolding and the next move isn't yours to make. Okay, let's gently move into the final energy and allow this story to land where it needs to. Take a slow breath with me because what comes next is quieter, deeper, and very revealing. As I continue pulling into this connection, the pace slows, the noise fades, and the Four of Swords appears, soft colors, a still figure resting. This tells me something important, Virgo. Right now, before the next move fully happens, there is a pause. Not a delay born from fear, but a pause born from respect. This person is gathering themselves. They are reflecting on how to approach you without repeating the past. They don't want to rush in and damage what could be built. They're thinking carefully about their words, their timing, their actions. Silence doesn't always mean absence. Sometimes it means preparation. And during this pause, something shifts within you too. The Queen of Pentacles emerges, warm tones, grounded energy, calm presence. Virgo, this is you, stable, self-assured, no longer shaken by uncertainty. You've created safety within yourself. You are not chasing answers anymore. You're not trying to decode silence. You've stepped into a frequency where you know that whatever comes toward you must meet you at your level. This is why the dynamic changed. This is why they're chasing now. Your peace became the invitation. There's something else here. The Page of Cups appears, holding a small cup with something unexpected inside. This represents a message, a confession, an emotional opening that feels vulnerable and sincere. Virgo, when communication comes, it may not be dramatic or loud. It may be soft, honest, almost shy. They may reveal feelings they never said out loud before. They may admit they were scared, that they didn't know how to handle what you stirred in them. This is emotional truth without armor. But what makes this powerful is what follows. The Ace of Pentacles is placed gently on the table. A new beginning, a real offer, something tangible, not just words. This tells me that whatever they bring toward you now has the potential to grow into something stable if you choose it. This isn't fantasy energy. This is reality energy. Virgo, you are no longer being offered confusion. You're being offered clarity, and you get to decide what to do with it. Take a breath. Now the energy becomes very still, almost sacred. The star appears, glowing softly in the dark. Hope, healing, renewal. This card tells me that no matter how this unfolds, you are protected. You are guided. You are not repeating cycles anymore. You've healed enough to recognize what is healthy and what isn't. This connection comes back around not to break you, but to show you how far you've come. And the final card settles everything. Strength, a calm figure gently holding power without force. This is inner strength. Emotional mastery. Virgo, this reading doesn't end with you being chosen. It ends with you choosing yourself first. That's the difference now. Whether they step forward exactly how you hope or not, you are no longer diminished by waiting. You are solid. You are centered. You are magnetic without trying. So if they chase, it's because they feel your strength. If they speak, it's because your silence taught them. If they stay, it's because you no longer settle. And if they don't, you still win. Because you learned something essential. You were never hard to love. You were simply ahead of the timing. And now, the universe is correcting that. Virgo, trust what you feel. Trust the calm in your chest. Trust the knowing that doesn't need proof yet. The story doesn't end here. It simply pauses right before the next chapter reveals itself. And when it does, you'll be ready.